the delightful opportunity to bring Randy Anderson, the president of the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, to the podium for a special presentation. Mr. Anderson.
Good morning. The Jamestown High School graduating class of 1966 was one of the largest in the school's history, nearly 700 students, one of whom was Ron Graham, who has become a tremendous advocate and mentor for Chautauqua County youth. Graham is best known as the co-founder of Chautauqua Striders, along with his good friend, the late Dan Feather. The idea behind the 1979 formation of the Chautauqua Striders was to help young people reach their potential, both on the track and in the classroom, with the slogan being, "Champions on and off the field." Ron was the Striders' executive director and coach from 1979 through 1990. And during that span, had several athletes earn NCAA Division I scholarships, while many others went on to compete in NCAA Division II and Division III. Graham has coached 8 individual event national champions. Think about that for a minute. And a national championship relay team on behalf of Chautauqua Striders. But Graham was not only concerned about college prospects, but was also concerned about every other athlete in his program. A dream of Ron's was to have an artificial track surface in this area, and that led to a state-of-the-art sports complex at Jefferson School on Martin Road. Ron helped design and chaired the process to build Strider Field in 1990 at a cost of $1.5 million. Bet you'd like to get that done now, wouldn't you? For $1.5 million. It's an 8-lane, all-weather track with an artificial turf field. Ron was a member of the USA Track and Field National Board of Directors from 2000 to 2003, a USATF Region 2 coordinator from 1999 to 2002, and the USA Track and Field Niagara Youth Chairman from 93 to 2001. He also founded and directed the Western New York Jets Track Club in 1991. Ron has been involved in other programs in the community, such as Vision Mentoring, Love School Urban 4-H, and the Jamestown Public Schools Youth Apprenticeship Program. Ron was an outstanding athlete for Jamestown High School, earning multiple varsity letters in basketball and track. He still holds several of the school's top performances in track. After graduating from JHS, Graham went to Jamestown Community College, where he was an outstanding basketball and track athlete from 66 to 68. In the year 2000, Ron was selected as one of JCC's top all-time 50 athletes. Graham led the JCC men's basketball team in scoring and won an NJCAA Region 3 title in track. After JCC, Ron attended Baldwin Wallace, where he graduated in 1972. At the time of his induction into the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame in 2005, Graham was serving on the Arts Council for Chautauqua County as Director of Youth Services and the Director of the Infinity Performing Arts Project. The Infinity program was started in 1998 when Ron met 7 young singers through the Chautauqua Youth Choir Project. They initially performed gospel and R&B songs, first through vocals, but soon were accompanied by keyboard and drums. Ron assisted the group by arranging performances and rehearsals and bringing in more adults to mentor and instruct. Graham eventually left Infinity to an after-school program and weekend activity program. Today, we are recognizing a man who has devoted nearly 50 years of his life to the design, development, and implementation of youth initiatives, emphasizing athletics, academics, delinquency prevention, and the performing arts. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce the Mayor of Jamestown, Eddie Sundqvist.
Thank you, Randy, and thank you, Ron, for your over 50 years of service to the community. You know, one of the things, I feel like we've been doing a tour of Ron Graham Days across the city, because you can mark your calendar, because August 6th was proclaimed Ron Graham Day in the city of Jamestown. My only regret was that I wasn't able to be there personally to give you that proclamation, Ron. But I do want to say something that I would have remarked that day that he might not know, which is I have had the pleasure and the thanks, and meant to give thanks to Ron for something that has happened in my life. Ron had started Striders and a whole bunch of other programs, and I would have loved to say that I was involved in those as a runner or whatnot, but I just didn't have the physical stamina to do it. I was the fat kid. But the reality was I have Ron to thank because, believe it or not, my first job was working with Striders. And I never get a chance to thank you for the creation of that program and what it has morphed into, which is helping people across the community, across Jamestown. And let you know that because of that, one of your students has become mayor. So, so I want to take a moment today. I know Randy has basically given you the whole bio, all of the information, and has done a phenomenal job talking about all the work that you've done. And we don't always like to hear our work as people that are in public service, but it's important that we recognize the good work and we recognize the impact that we've had on people. And I can't think of anyone better to recognize today on behalf of the mayor's office in the city of Jamestown than the one and only Ron Graham. Thank you, Ron. I'm going to have him come up for a certificate from the mayor's office. And I think we have a photo.
Where would you like a stage?
Thank you.